So I think it's about time for me to do the hardest level I've done since coming back, and I think this level is actually like IDL worthy, which is Insane Demon List. I can't remember if it's still on there, but I haven't checked in a while. But it's definitely the hardest level I've played since coming back. So this first part is like probably the hardest part of the whole level. Like each one of these like clicks are like way later than they look, because like this click might even be a frame perfect. Like because even like that doesn't make it. A good way to do it is if I go and show hitboxes, it'll usually auto-correct you. Because the little lumps in the ground make a lot of these jumps a lot easier. Like this jump, wait, I don't think it's this jump, but a lot of these jumps do like auto-correct you into them. Like this jump also auto-corrects you into it. Like, there's a little bit where you like fall down here. And there's like 2 spots where you can fall down, but like, I think it's like the second one, because if you go on the first, yeah, that happens. It's a little bit later. But the thing is, there is like a little platform which makes that really annoying jump way easier. This jump, I don't know if this autocorrects. I think this jump doesn't autocorrect you, so maybe that one's a bit harder. And this jump is like the sort of like rough sort of timing. You want to click that a bit earlier than it seems. Here you want to like probably click as late as possible. Now here you don't do this in like one jump. What you want to do is to jump up and tap lightly. It's not very consistent, like I'm going to die there a lot, but it's the best way I have of doing it. Yeah, I just stopped playing for like 20 minutes. That part looks tight, but it's not that difficult. And these slopes don't kill you, so you can just like walk here. I think these 4 spike jumps can be done in one. Like the first one you can just hold for. But the second one you do want to let go a little earlier, or a little bit earlier. And this is a bit I've like practiced the most, this spot. So you do like 1, 2, but you want to, but this is like a little timing here. When it comes to like doing a start pause here, you should always put the start pause like at around like 49 to 50%. Because if you put the start pause like at like around 52, like when the cave begins, it's like it gets very dark and it's like very hard to actually like picture where you need to go. I have muscle memory for it, but when you're learning the level, you should always put the start pause like here. Because it gives you a better idea of where you should probably go. Now, these arrows tell you where to go. The first path you go up, and the second one you go down. If you go like a different path on this, the bottom and top paths, respectively, are both impossible. So the bottom path here is the wrong one. I'm just going to try and show what it's like. Okay, yeah, that's basically as far as you can get. I think that jump is possible, but it's like a double frame perfect on like 120 FPS. So yeah, I'd actually probably recommend landing on that block, since like you could probably hit the top otherwise. And I think another tactic is to like probably like tackle these jumps like a bit earlier than you would think. That gap is so bad. Yeah, this 66% jump is like probably the hardest jump of the whole level. Those jumps are very difficult. You don't go the top path here either. The top path here is not possible. I could probably do it like right now. That's not how you do it. Yeah, that's as far as you can get there. These 2 jumps are like pretty light. The 2 jumps like here, those are pretty light. And then you're in the final section. And these 3 jumps, I think they slow down a bit. So this first jump, so you always like want to be like a bit like cautious in it, because each like jump is slower than the last. And the tactic for the final jump is to click on the exact first pixel when you touch the slope. That's basically all you really can do. I don't know if I'm going to beat this today, since this is a hard level, but if I reach the little like cave section, that would be good. AK like the hardest part of the whole level. I have like 48 to 100 X3, and I think I also have 15 to like 80, which is a very nice one to have. I'm going to die to that jump so much. Wow. These jumps are really stressful. It's only the beginning of the map, and it's like, ugh. No, words can't express how stressful this beginning is. Ugh. Okay, I kind of expected to die to that jump since that jump is very difficult. That's a very good one to get early on. If I passed that, I could probably like reach for 60s, maybe. Okay. Here we go. Okay, I kind of expected to die to that section, but that is good. I need to get up. Like 57 is a good run to get early on. It's a bit disappointing I died that early into the part, since that's really not that difficult. To be honest with you, this always like very hard to like see because of how dark it is, so it shouldn't be that good for me, but I think I've just like played like a lot of Robot from Polargeist X, and that's probably like where most of my abilities here come from. Damn. That mini queue between like 15 and 32 is the hardest part of the level, by the way. Like that and the stupid robot 62, I'm pretty sure. Like those two bits, ugh. Those two spots are gonna be like the biggest choke points of all time. Okay, I knew it was gonna die 31. I should have died there the first 2 times. That is a choke point. That click is not difficult at all. And that's an exhaustive claim, not a general claim. That's so... Of course I lied to that. No, my eyes are bugging me. Okay, that's probably a good one. My eyes are just watering. Okay, yeah, that's probably good for today. Now, normally I wouldn't be playing right now, but gotta do what I gotta do. I had slight consistency, so... Damn it, I knew I was gonna die to that. That's like the last hard spot too, bro. Impressive, I guess. No! That's stupid. Not somewhere I should die to. Yeah, that was a complete waste. Really dumb death. I literally saw that coming. Like, I practice that start pod all the time. You can see that part coming. And I still died to it. Like, I had the muscle memory. Stupid. This is probably relevant as well, but like, how many people like genuinely believe that the Earth is flat? Like, a lot of it is probably just grifting, but how many people actually do believe that? If I was to guess, the main reason people believe in it is they just can't fathom the idea that something at the bottom of the spherical Earth would be able to stay on. Like, like they have a stupid analogy where they just pour water on a basketball. The water drips off and then they claim the Earth can't be flat, which is literally not how it works. The main reason for that is because like the Earth is just like far bigger, so the fact that water can fall off is just irrelevant. It's so big to the point where, you know, gravity would actually like have an effect. It has its own gravitational force connected to it, so I don't really know if there's that math for it, but yeah. And there's a bunch of visual proof too, but they always ignore that. It's by bringing up the same dumb analogy, which, if it supports the claim, it will give them money, so, like, of course, but... And the amount of mental gymnastics you have to go through to prove that literally every single thing is just fake. Every single image of Earth we've taken is just edited. Like, at a certain point, it's just complete conspiracy. Like, they have to make up things on the fly, which basically every conspiracy theorist does, to be honest, but... And I think the main problem is they make all these conspiracy theories, yet they don't even question their own conspiracies. Like, they question everything except themselves, which kind of makes it stupid. I feel like flat Earth only really became like relevant in the last like 100 years. Like maybe it still was like a popular belief like in like the early like zeros to like thousands. Maybe it was like popular then. But the whole flat Earth movement probably only like started recently. And there's also this dumb like image going around showing like ancient Hebrew cosmology, I'm pretty sure. That's even dumber than flat Earth. Like, how would people, like, I forgot what it is. I think it says that, like, space is fake or something. It also says that Earth is flat and that Earth is, like, surrounded by, like, a dome of water. We can literally see right now that's not true. Like, the sky is not an ocean. And it only makes sense when you compare it with other, like, completely incompatible beliefs of science. Almost no one would believe in that image, though. That's really dumb. I usually wouldn't fail to that. The thing is, flat Earth, it doesn't really have an effect on, like, politics or whatever, so it's not really that big of a problem. And no one really takes flat Earth as seriously anyway. Like, it's not an actual serious belief that is actually, like, a problem. If there is an issue which actually is a problem, this idea that the Earth is 6,000 years old, that's an actual problem. First of all, it's not just the Earth, like, it's a belief that the universe is 6,000 years old, so it's a sense of it beyond that. Which the most obvious thing is that we can literally see for, like, 13.8 billion light years, like, completely matching what the actual age of the universe is actually said to be, and it's, like, you can't, and obviously, like, light is what we see, and if light has a travel speed of, like, 299 million, something around that, if we have light calculated to that, like, what else will we see out of if it's not light? Like, did we just see out of, like, grass back in the day? Like, did it just change? Like, I don't even know how you would, like, come up with a response to that. Like, the only real way you can do it is just to save problem of induction. That's practically all you really can do. Because it's, like, completely indefensible otherwise. Without just questioning the entire structure of science as a whole. So it's, like, kind of indefensible. The Earth being 6,000 years old is a little more difficult, but, like, uranium-lead dating, I'm pretty sure it, like only converts into a specific material after, like, 4 billion years, around matching what the Earth's age is, like, measured to be, so that's, like, how you would debunk that. I wouldn't say carbon-lead dating is fully reliable, because, like, in the first 50,000 years it is accurate, but, like, after that it becomes a bit shaky, which... It's not shaky for the first 50,000 years, that's a stupid argument. Like, seriously, stop using that argument, it's so bad. But we're in the first 50,000 years, which already debunks the claim, like, it's reliable. Oh, that's really dumb. Also, another thing, when I mentioned, like, problem of induction for, like, a split second, that really isn't a meaningful argument against anything. The main reason for that is because, essentially, if that's, like, the only response you have is just call for a problem of induction, what you're essentially doing there is just making a complete argument from ignorance. Since, essentially, what they're saying is that because you can't disprove their claim with 100% certainty because of their problem of induction, that means their claim can't be disproven and their claim is true. Like, that's a complete... Like, that's the biggest argument from ignorance I've literally ever seen. Like, too many people make it. It's so stupid. But then again, if you believe that the Earth is 6,000 years old, you're already not really arguing from a rational mindset. Then again, I feel like these people would reject rationality. Really, conspiracy is probably dumber than flat Earth, though. It's like this stupid anti-vax conspiracy theories. Like, at a certain point, it's like so obvious that they're just making things up on the fly. Like, at a certain point, just admit you hate taking the vaccine, which, to be honest with you, is a fair point. Like, that's probably the best argument, which isn't really nonsense, is to say that we just hate taking the vaccine. To be honest with you, everyone does. But the thing is, people hate doing lots of things, but people don't make conspiracies about any of them. The only thing they make conspiracy theories about is the vaccine, which makes no sense. Because I can point to a lot of things, like, people don't like doing, but you never see any conspiracy theories being made out of that. It's probably because they're, like, provided by the government or whatever, or because, I don't know, it was probably started by someone. It's funny, they don't trust people high in power, yet they trust RFK Jr., who was high in power. Like, this makes no sense. No, yeah, I'm not being it. No! Oh, okay, I need to practice that robot. It's not even like that's that hard. I don't... No! Not as much as I am. I don't learn. Mind block. It's really weird. I don't really understand where some of these mind blocks come from, but probably Mars, if I was to guess. Okay. Right, so please don't be stupid. Bang! Got it. I'm surprised I didn't die to the stupid part again. Wow. The fact I only died past the 50 part like 3 times and I reached there like 20 is ridiculous, by the way, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, that wasn't that hard, bro.